chat. That's how it is.
Get a job easier than men. I can say that.
Okay, so that is factually incorrect. It is harder for women to obtain a corporate job than it is a man. And even when a man and women have the same position, the man will be paid more and recognized more.
The reason being, I see.
All right, the first thing I'm gonna say is right now, Nam. First of all, dog, you mentioned corporate jobs. Do you want a job or do you want a corporate job? There's a difference now, because specific jobs now, you know, beggars can't be choosers. You want specific jobs at that point. So if you're gonna say gents do better at corporate jobs, maybe in the corporate field, whatever that guy has in qualification, that's what they want over whatever the girl has. And you can't be like, oh, that's a gender thing, dog. Maybe he's just better than you. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe he just performs better than you, and there could be a girl that performs better than all the guys. You know, it's like that. It's just one of those things, though. At the end of the day, bro, like, bro, corporate cares about its profits. Corporate cares about its money. Doesn't care about what's in between your legs. Them niggas are about their money, bro. I'm gonna be honest, dog. And as for get paid more, bruv, gents don't get pregnant. So when you're looking at these charts that say over the last 10 years, men have made more money than women at this and that, first of all, niggas genuinely work longer hours. Two, niggas don't get pregnant. So the whole time that you're pregnant, and I'm not saying it's wrong to be pregnant, the whole time you're pregnant, you're not working. Therefore, you won't get paid as if you're working while you're pregnant. You feel me? Once you give birth, you know, there's paternity leave and all that sort of stuff, maternity leave, whatever they call it, right? You're not at work. It's just is what it is type of thing. It's not a bad thing as well. You know, it makes sense.
Women coming in more frequently to get a job. I'm not saying that all of them they're getting jobs. I'm saying some. But at the end of the day, some corporates are looking for a woman that has better ideas, because realistically, some women do.
But that's because it's part of like, did you do business?
I don't know about some women have better ideas or anything like that. But one thing I will say is, now we have a very gynocentric society. We have a society that Vele Vele is trying to just include girls more and more and more and more and more, to the point where they don't see that girls are involved in everything. They're trying to involve girls overly now in every single section, bruh. Like, for example, like, listen, I'm gonna just say it like this. If I take my son to a hospital, and then over the course of the next 7 years, I take my son to the hospital, and there's a female nurse trying to circumcise my boy, I'm gonna be very angry. You know, like, that's not something that I want a female, handling. That's man business.
In high school.
No.
It's part of the triple BEE. A woman has to be in power in a corporate office so that it's recognized.
You see, now this is why the triple PE is foolish. Because now, just to meet a quota, you have to make a mistake. Because you could have someone that's entirely incompetent, but just because they're the least incompetent of the incompetent lot, you kind of have to put them there. Just like with these quotas about, oh, every corporation has to have X amount of black people, X percentage of black people. But then now you come to a situation where every single black person that's applying for the job over there kind of doesn't meet the requirements. Now, that's not really going to happen in South Africa. We have a large pool of talent. But at the end of the day, you have to meet certain quotas.
It's defend me, dog.
But like you say, men get jobs easier. Yeah, before it was like that. Like a lot of men already in the industry. Now they're trying to push women into the industry, so they have
Because
a
they have
better
no
chance.
choice.
Yeah, now they have a better. That gives them a better chance right now.
But that doesn't mean they'll give us the right, like, they won't treat us properly in the business. They can make women, like, they'll accept women.
What do you mean treat you properly? Every single environment, in a sense, is a little bit abusive. I'm not gonna lie. Look at sports teams, for example, right? Look at Bruce. Bruce, at the end of the day, dog, you in a rugby team, you're fighting. Football team, you're fighting. Like, bro, I also heard some other statistic that says that girls' schools have the most bullying. Like, do all girl schools have higher bullying statistics? Dog, what happened to where's the AI? Where's the AI? Alright. So the prevalence of bullying is higher in middle school, 26.3%, than high school, 15.7%. So primary school, girls be bullying other girls more. The prevalence of bullying is higher among female students, 21.8%, than among male students, 16.8%. Girls bully each other more than bruise. This is the thing. Like, people don't like to accept that, dog. Hans are just mean, dog. especially to other Huns as well. Huns are just mean. Like, I've seen it. I've seen it with my own two eyes, bro. I've seen Huns just treat another girl like she's rubbish, bro. Like you know how damaging certain rumors are when girls create them, dog. They're like, oh, this girl did that or does that other bruise and this and that. Now, I feel there's a rumor that just circulates. Now, the whole school has a certain perception of someone's daughter that's not necessarily true. Girls are bullies, Oaks. Don't fall for it, bruh. These girls are bullying everyone, dog. I'm telling you, these girls are bullies, Oaks. Trust me. I've seen them do it to so many girls.
Women, like if the women are looking for jobs, right? But then they'll only show that, oh yeah, there's a woman in this. Yeah, just for face. But the men are doing
But
everything
at the end of the
scenes.
day, you get the job.
I mean, you got the job and you're getting paid to do nothing. You want to be involved so bad, but you're not good enough to be involved. It's one of those things. Like, I'll bring it back to sports. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have had that situation where you're picking teams, right? And I've had, you do rock, paper, scissors to see who picks first. You pick this guy, he picks that guy, he picks that guy, he picks that guy. Obviously, the best people get picked first, right? And then the last two guys, it's a pick between who's less rubbish. That's what it is. Who is less rubbish between the two guys? Who's the lesser evil that you decide to pick? And where can you play him? That's what it is. That's just what it is.
But don't you want the job?
I want the job, but I'm not doing my job.
Sorry, like we should remember that who employs the woman? Men already. And some men
That's a lie because I've been to job interviews and there are some HR niggas that are just women there, bro. There's just some HR chicks there with a paper and everything, just asking you questions.
go according to.
I remember I was doing job shadowing last year or the year before. I was doing some job shadowing thing. And the girl I was working with two girls. I was working with two girls this day. I remember that when I was doing that thing. So I was being led by two girls in that job shadowing thing, bruh. Like, say what you like, bruh, but that's just not real life.
Standards, like how she looks, how she dresses. It's not about what she has as a degree or whatever. But when it comes to men, they check men, okay, degree is there. But with women, you have to submit that CV that has hair on it.
Because I'm
First.
like,
Nah, that's kind of a lie because in South Africa, this is how it happens, right? In South Africa, you want a job, the best thing to do is to know someone who can put you in a position to get that job. It's all about connections. It's not about gender or anything like that. It's about connections. And girls genuinely know people in high positions than dudes. More times out of 10. Because girls, when they go out with their friends, there's some bros that want them, then they friend zone them. Those guys keep trying for years, end up in the friend zone. Think that if they get this girl that job, then they're going to get some bombs or get some play. It's how it happens.
some industries, they don't just employ like any type of women. You also have to be like presentable because they're trying to attract men. Like that's
Exactly,
the economy. That's the economy we live in. Like businesses are trying to attract men, so they put beautiful women in the
So how is that easier for a woman?
economy. No,
Because now
that's not the part that makes it easier. The fact that there's already so many men getting jobs. Now they want to push women, so you guys have it easy.
no, it's already hard for a woman to wake up, put makeup, put a skirt, put
You don't have to put makeup. You don't have to put a skirt. You can wear pants just like me. Like chinos are unisex last time I checked. What do you mean it's hard for you to wake up? Most people that have the blessing of waking up the next morning or waking up, it's not even your choice to wake up. I'll be real. You don't know if you're gonna wake up tomorrow, but either or, you can't say it's harder to wake up. Because everybody has to do it. Everyone that gets to do it has to do it. You're talking about putting on makeup as if it's a requirement. You're in your 20s, you're in your 30s. What are you talking about? You have to put on makeup. Put on your skirt. Lady, you can also wear sweatpants. I wear pants, you can wear pants. But I can't wear a skirt though, nor do I desire to wear a skirt. I don't want to. You feel me? What are you talking about?
That's nothing to do with the job. You want the job?
What do you mean stockings, bruv? Don't put it on. Then.
No,
a
but
man, with a man, you just put on your kicking boboza, you put on your suit and you go. You have to do makeup.
You can do suits as well. I've seen chicks in suits. Like, that doesn't make sense.
The
You
job
have
or
to
not?
do your hair.
But now if you say that,
Bruv, look at all of these brews here. Haircut finished. Natural hair. She just did edges or whatever. Natural hair, just did edges or whatever. I don't know what this is. I forgot what they call this. And then her as well, dog. She just pulled up. You get me? Like, you don't have to do these things. And if you want to do these things so badly, do it in your free time. Why do you have to do it in the morning of your job? Like, why don't you do it on the weekend? Like, I don't get it. Why are you making your problems other people's problems? I don't get that.
you're asking more than the
To begin,
Imagine as an employer, dog, all of a sudden, dog, your employee, dog, she's like, oh, I need hair allowance. Bro, what do you need hair allowance, bro? I'm not your dad.
with why would you want to put makeup just to make yourself look?
you
Yeah, but it can be minimal. It has to be minimal. Minimal. That is it.
in everything that you guys have said, you guys have degraded women to just a face. In everything that you said, you
Yeah, these people are kind of stupid.
are insinuating that we have it easier because we look pretty. You are
You do have it easier because you're pretty. You do. That's what it is.
insinuating that just because we can dress up and look nice, that makes it easier for us. We are degrading ourselves in the process of getting a job, which you can easily get by just wearing a suit and looking presentable and speaking your case.
That's not the case. And you don't understand that being able to just plead your case and speak in a certain manner, that's a skill in itself that not a lot of people have. You like, bro, people, the skill, like, dog, speaking is a skill. Not a lot of people have that. If it was, then Abo Mandela and them would be regular niggas. The saying goes, a conversation moves a nation. There's a reason why words move people the way that they move people, dog. Because it's important how you say them and how you just come across, dog. You're making me seem like this skill, which can make you very rich, is just an easy thing. It's not. You don't have the skill of speaking because you don't have to have that skill. They don't probably have the skills. All of the niggas in that panel right there, I wouldn't say they're good when it comes to speaking. They're not good when it comes to that. Because none of them can get any point across in such a way. They're just making rubbish arguments. And even with their rubbish arguments, I'm able to take it further than they can. It's not even my thought.
It's not the same for us. We have to sell ourselves. Do you see how degrade?
Everyone sells themselves. That's what a degree is. You're selling your skills in order to get paid. That's what's happening.
That sounds.
If I remember correctly, we never talk about beauty. We said there's so many men already. No,
Okay, define what you meant by presentable. What did you mean by presentable? Define presentable.
just looking clean.
Exactly. Looks.
Like not a parrot. You can't come like a parrot to work.
Come on.
No, but like
Some men
the case is.
Let's
Okay.
go to teachers. Teachers. Let's go to teachers. Teachers, with most male teachers, they come to work looking however. But now if it's a woman, she has to wake up.
What if he just dresses bad? Have you ever considered that? Because there's a lot of people in university right now that just dress bad. A lot of niggas just dress bad. That's just what it is. A lot of these dudes here, they're looking fly. You see them with the jeans and the swag and everything, with a fitted cap, the swag, everything. You get me? He's look like there's some people that can just dress well and some people that just don't dress well at all. Why is all that all of a sudden a gender thing? Some people dress well, some people don't. That's not a gender thing. That's just the you thing.
Earlier to prepare so that the children, even with the children, man, they would make more fun of a woman, female teacher, than like more of a
That's a lie. That's a lie. We made fun of everyone.
male teacher.
Back in my day, we made fun of everybody.
Let's go to let's go out of corporate. Let's go to single mothers that have 7 kids and they have to sell tomatoes on the street to make a living because of
What about single dads that also have 7 kids and they have to go work as a contractor to feed them, dog? Why are we pretending like the situation doesn't exist on the other end of the spectrum? And 7 kids as a single mom. There's no way you're gonna get to 7 as a single mom. That's not realistic. You can get to 3 as a single mom, but 7, nah.
what deadbeat fathers.
And there's no way you can be a deadbeat with 7 kids. The government wouldn't allow that, bruh. They just wouldn't allow that. The government is already pandering to these Huns a lot. There's no way, it's not possible to have 7 children. And when your ex-wife, ex-girlfriend takes you to court, you don't pay anything. That's not possible, dog. You'll get arrested.
So it's not easy for a woman. It's really not easy for a woman.
Listen, you guys are
You know what she's doing, right? She's taking every single bad scenario and she's trying to victimize herself through it. What is your personal struggle? What's actually going on with you? You know, are you going through any of these things? How many kids do you have? How many baby daddies are refusing to pay your whatever? They're all in a very nice school, right? This seems like a private institution. Just checking by the vibe, but this seems like a res accommodation actually as well. Like probably those lounge areas in res, or this could just be a random classroom in a private institution. So your parents are paying for you to be here. What's your situation like? Is your dad around? How can you say all of these things, but then your dad is around and this, that, and the other? You don't know that reality. You're living vicariously through people that are struggling with problems that don't belong to you. And our way, you want to be empathetic towards those problems, but let's also just be realistic to the fact that you're not going through any of this.
you're going away from the point. Beside beauty, they want more women now to work. You guys, they're looking for y'all. Because the jobs is there.
You are forced. It's compulsory. Some laws. It's because of laws. It's because of women who
If they're
stood
not
up
helping you, then it's not
and
help.
fought for women.
Yeah, but it still help at the end of the day.
It's different. Yeah.
So the
It's still help at the end of the day. Like you said, it's laws. You know, bro, my business is gonna get fined and taxed crazy amounts if I don't hire some of these chicks.
I'm not there to make life easier anymore.
Even
We are-
when you get the job,
But you're talking about finance.
Even-
Like GBV, we haven't yet spoken about GBV. Right now, we're talking about
even when
finance.
you get the job, though, what gives you guys the idea that it's still easy? Women are still degraded in the office. A woman's work is not appreciated the way a man's work would be. I made
That's nonsense.
an example. If two people, a man and a woman, were in the same position, I guarantee you the man has a bigger salary than the woman. And when it comes to presentations, I guarantee you a man will be picked to present whatever project that they're doing.
Bruv. I don't know which offices you work in. Now, I don't know which offices you work in, but that's not because of what's in between your legs, bruv. There can be favoritism in any office, dog. Because at the end of the day, if I know you and we make money together on and off the workplace, and then there's this other guy who's clearly better than you, but I don't know this guy. He's not my guy still, or this girl, she's not my girl still, right? I don't care about this person. I'm gonna give you the layup to make more money and to look better and to be in a better position, because that's just called nepotism, that's called favoritism, that's just me picking my homies. That's what it is. That's what, it's not because you have a Duzu or a VJJ. It's not because of that. It's just because I happen to like this person more than I like that person because I'm closer to that person. That's what it is. You're making it a gender thing because 9 times out of 10 there, it's looking like the brews are homies with this other brew. It's tough, honestly.
Go anywhere right now. The only reason why you're saying it's easier is because they have no choice but to do so. For your business to be recognized, you have to
You just prove their point.
have women in managerial positions, but that does not mean that it's easier.
Managerial.
We are there, but are we getting the rewards of our work? No.
You're not there because of your competence. You're there because of regulation. So now I have to pay you more money for you to not do as good of work. I already do that, and then you get pregnant, and then you want me to pay you all that money when you're not working.
We are focusing too much about business stuff regarding like women have it easier in the business world. Let's talk about
Stores don't employ men.
Yes. Do you know why they don't?
Why?
Because of the things the store sells. Some ladies are not
Sports
okay
team.
with brands.
They sell coats
Guys,
and tight
okay,
shirts.
okay, let's get out of
I'm talking about
business.
sports team, I'm talking about checkers. Okay, why don't they employ men as receptionists?
You know what's crazy? I haven't seen a single dude at Checkers at the till. There's a Pick and Pay up the road from my house. I've never seen a guy at the till. Wait, I've seen one. Yeah, I've only seen one. But I've been living in this area for like 3 years now. That's crazy. In fact, I've been living around here for 4 years, damn near. Just around the area. And Pick and Pay, Spa, Checkers, it's always chicks. I never thought about that. I'm only realizing now it's always the girls. And every single time there's a security guard, it's always Bruce. That says something to me.
As receptionists, as cashiers.
Because you men have a whole face.
You see, now it's our face. Now it's our face.
That's how it has been. That's how it has been. And now with companies hiring women. Oh, sorry, but I'm not. But with companies hiring women, it's just for face, if you put it like that. If a woman is inside, it's connections, one way or another.
Yes. You see the point that you just
That's anybody in South Africa. That's anybody.
made about why men can be receptionists. A woman is a receptionist because it's the face of the
Yeah, that's what I said. You guys,
And guys, just to
Why
wrap
can't a man
this
be a
up,
cashier?
So it's skills then. It's skills then. Like, bro, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, for example, if there's a crèche, right? There's a crèche for kids and everything. I don't want that crèche to have a lot of brews there. The only brews I want around that crèche is the security guards. That's it. That's it. Otherwise, I want the ladies to be the ones in charge of that crèche because I'm not comfortable with my 5-year-old daughter being around 40-year-old men. I'm not comfortable with that. But I am comfortable with 40-year-old women being around my 5-year-old daughter. I'm very comfortable with that. Skills pay bills. Different strokes for different folks. You know, like, bro, unfortunately or fortunately, men are better at some things, women are better at some things. Let's put people in the correct categories and correct fields in order to succeed. Let's not put, square pegs and round holes now. That doesn't make sense.
Wait, just to wrap
Just to make people feel better. That's
This
idiotic.
up.
Cashier, what kind of man be a cashier? Yeah.
guys, just to wrap this up, if women had it easier than men, then women like Winnie Dikizela Mandela wouldn't have fought for our rights.
All black people are fighting back then.
I'm
All black people were fighting back then.
going back from where it began.
Oh, began.
It's changed.
From where it began. The
She said it twice.
history of it.
Based on what the woman said, is there anything you guys can agree with?
I can agree. Life is easy depending on the situation.
Life is easy
Depending
based
on
on
the
the
situation. We have it easier
None of them said that though. So you're just making your point for yourself.
depending on the situation.
At the end of the day, it depends. It depends because there are some categories that men are better at or have it harder, or otherwise women have it easier or harder. So at the end of the day, it just depends on the context.
There is literally.
and then
So that's the first reasonable thing I've heard all day.
sorry. And then is there anything you
Women
girls
don't
can...
have it easy in any accord whatsoever.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, she's just dumb, bro. She's just dumb, bro. I'll be honest. She's just willing to be unreasonable, dog. I'll be honest. Look at the whole beauty industry, dog. It's just Huns, bro. When people go around to braid people, it's Huns, bro. Huns dominate that shanties, dog. And that's okay.
Whatsoever.
Okay. Is there anything you can agree with what the men say?
None.
None.
No,
Okay.
She's just hell bent on being a problem. Skip to the next section, man. She's just hell bent on being the next problem. So, okay, so this section, women's body count matters more than men's. Yes, it does. That I'm gonna piss you all off right now. I'm just gonna piss you off right now. It matters more. Why? Because I believe in double standards. I believe there's double standards that work for me and there's double standards that work for her. That's what it is, dog. And that's okay. Because if I chow 20 girls and she chows 20 brews, that's not the same thing. But if somebody breaks into the house in the middle of the night, guess who has to go out there and fight? Me. And I have no problem with that.
Yes. Okay, to add on, would you say body count reflects someone's character or values?
The reason I'm saying not really is maybe people change. Maybe in your teenagers you're a hoe. Maybe you grew up and shit. Then you stop. That's one on.
Okay, I want to make an example. If a
It's the first I'm hearing Brahman speak.
dolly's body count is 50 and a guy's body count is 50, the dolly is a hoe, the guy is not. Reason being, we don't get it the same. As a guy, in order for me to rail you,
Yo, hey, this guy, bro, you should have just stayed quiet.
I need to work for that. I need to take you out. I need to spend, it's a whole process. I need to work for that. A dolly can just go outside and say, who wants to rail? It's done.
Okay, hold on.
That's facts, though. But damn, bro, your voice is mad creepy.
That's crazy. That is all crazy to me.
But
And
like this nigga's voice is just who wants to rail you? Like, bro, it's mad creepy. I can't lie. He's got these guys from Cape Town. It's that Cape Townian accent, bro.
I am getting upset. Okay? Holy. That is all purity culture. Back in the days, women were made
What's wrong with purity? It's one of the most beautiful things ever. What's wrong with purity?
feel shame for having pleasure. So for you to come and tell me,
It's not like, bro, like, the shame is having pleasure with like 8 different people, bro. Like, doing some Mirage trois and that, bro. Like, doing a whole lot of disgusting stuff with a whole lot of people. There's nothing wrong if you're pleasured by the person that you're married to, Have yours, baby.
that a man having 50 and a woman having 50, the woman is a hoe, is crazy to me because you're saying that a woman is a hoe for experiencing pleasure, a natural thing. Excuse me?
And most of the times, with that 50, women don't experience the pleasure that men experience.
What are you talking about?
Sure.
It's true. It's true.
Are you sure?
It's true. Because you
Like, one thing I wonder is, like, where do they get this information? Like, where do they get these ideas when they say these things? Where does that come from? So you just want to make a snarky remark like, oh, he doesn't know what a clit is. He doesn't know what a G-spot. You're just trying to, like, make some remarks about some who's unable to just do the most of the times now.
You know that in that 50 times, you've probably, like, produced, what's the proper way to say it? Like, semen. Like, you've ejaculated. Her, she was just there. Yes. She was just there, like, probably moaning and just trying to make you feel okay.
So you're just saying that. So now your argument isn't even about body count matching. It's like, yo, he's just terrible at smashing. That's just what it is, man. Like, come on.
You let 50 oaks rail you.
It's okay.
And how do you pick so poorly? How do you get chowed by 50 oaks that none of them can do right? That's a skill issue on your part.
Depends on it depends on the oats that rail you.
But how did you pick 50 of them that can't do it correctly? This is my question to you. How do you pick, like, bro, you can't get 50 questions wrong in any test and not fail. Honestly.
Tired. Listen. Wait. Yeah. Hear me out. Wait.
I need to stand up.
Wait. But they're not.
Nah, sit down. Who are you getting loud with? Relax.
Listen. They're not understanding.
Whoa.
Listen.
Hold on.
Okay.
In that 50 males, right?
Yeah.
The chances of her even having one orgasm are slim to none because it is proven that a woman.
Like.
Anyway,
Also, okay.
it takes a lot more for a woman to orgasm than it does a man. Yeah. And it goes back to what I was saying. We were taught, and
But why does that matter in terms of body counts? Why are you talking about other things now? Why are you venting your bedroom frustrations on us? We don't want to know about that. Go vent to your boyfriend or whoever is busy with you.
we were given this idea that it's a shame for a woman to seek pleasure for herself. So in me finding 50 niggas,
Bruh, I don't think that you as a bro should be touching your dude, choking the cobra. I don't think you should be doing that. Just like Hans shouldn't be flicking the beam. Nobody should be doing that, bro. Stop touching yourself, bruh. Killing yourself.
to do the woody woo with, I'm trying to find pleasure. And person 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 10 is not gonna do that for me. So must I settle for what I'm receiving? Nothing.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, no.
It's okay to be a hoe. That's what they say.
Bro, listen, you see what? No!
What is it now?
I don't know if this example is out of context, but what she's saying is that
She's probably gonna say something out of context now. I don't know if this example's out of context. It already is. I can feel it.
10 kg sugar is less than 10 kg cement. That's what you say.
No.
What? 10 kg sugar is less than 10 kg cement. Yeah, in terms of weight. What else could you be talking about?
But they both 10 kg. So both of you guys are hoes. No.
Wait, no. Not in terms of weight. I'm wrong. Maybe in terms of visual size. You know? Because it would take a larger quantity of rice to weigh 10 kgs, but a smaller quantity of cement to weigh 10 kgs. Stick with me now, chat. This could be like, let's say this is like 1 kg. And then there's also 1 kg. Two different sized objects, two different shapes as well, but the same weight. Stick with me now, chat.
Both of you.
Sorry, guys, wait.
Let me tell you.
If you say 10 kg cement is not equal to 10 kg sugar, that's crazy.
The sugar is soaked in water now. It's finished.
Sorry,
It's
guys.
finished.
Wait.
I don't know where she was going with that, man, but she did not cook, bruh. Never give her the mic again. In fact, just step out. You and the loud one at the back.
It's finished.
Guys, wait. Let's outline spiritual factors as well. Spiritual factors. It's not only about me sleeping with 50 men. Also men. When you keep on continuing sleeping with other women, spiritually, you're exhausted. The time you reach marriage, you have so many holes. Now you can't even trust your wife because you've been through a lot in your life.
Chapter and verse, please. You know what I realized now about these girls, right? You know what I realized, Chad? You know what I realized about these girls, Chad? All of them seem to have this obsession with seeming like they're esoteric and spiritual and also wise and understanding the flow of things. And then they start charging crystals by their windowsill and the moon and what retrograde and this sign means that you can do backflips on the weekend while eating a pancake. All of them like doing that weird stuff. Where did you hear this stuff in the first place? Now, can it damage you to just always be promiscuous? Yes. I'm not disagreeing with that. But I'm not gonna say it affects us the same as men and women. Just like heartbreak doesn't affect us the same, failure doesn't affect us, doesn't, just hit us the same. A lot of things affect us completely differently. You get me? Like, even having a kid affects me differently than it's gonna affect my girl, or my girls, or whomever I have a kid with. That's just what it is, chat. Things don't affect us the same because we're just different. Mentally, physiologically, in every aspect, we're different. We're made differently. We're literally made differently. She's got very nice, almost said very nice tits. She's got very big titties. The other girl is skinny. Even amongst girls, they're different. Look at the difference. Look at the difference in the genders, bro. You get me? So if you guys can be so different in and amongst your own gender, why do you think we're gonna be the same when we're two separate genders? Doesn't make sense.
With the dollies.
It does apply with the dollies, but let's talk about emotional maturity. That's a fact. Women are more mature than men when it comes to mental. That's why.
You know, I read that in like a textbook when I was a child. When they were talking about puberty and they were like, oh, a girl's mind mentally is like 3 years ahead of a boy's mind. Some nonsense like that. And I believed it for a while until I realized I'm like, yo, these girls are kind of dumb, you know. And I sat there and I'm like, if these girls mentally are 3 years older than us, but that girl is in the same class as me and she's dating my friend. But isn't she supposed to be older than him, smarter than him? How can he keep up with her if that's the case? And I realized that was a lie. That was a lie. I was like, that makes absolutely no sense. I looked at it. I spoke to girls. Even right here, as much as she's saying what she's saying, she's not being logical, reasonable, nothing of that nature. So how are you 3 years older? How are you more mature, smarter than any nigga here in this room? She still hasn't, spoken about the argument. She's going somewhere else. Why are we talking about body? We went from talking about body counts and why they matter to why niggas can't pleasure their hands in the room to girls are more mature than niggas. And it's like, you've never actually answered the core question.
Why we mature faster. That's why we mature faster than men. That's why women tend to seek men that are older, because we're matured. Come on, we mature faster. But with spiritual factors, same, like 50-50. If you keep on sleeping with people, I keep on sleeping with, spiritually, we are disgusting. And that's true.
Fact.
Exactly.
So you
Easy.
lost again.
So you lost again. These hands are busy here on some competitive energy against these niggas. And these blues, I don't know why none of them can articulate themselves properly.
At the end of the day, we have to put in more work. We have to not even. Like during, brother.
Then you don't have stamina, my brother.
How can you say that? How can you say that? Have y'all ever told your girl you're like get on top, hop on real quick, man, have some fun, bruh? She's blowing gas though. She's blowing gas, like quick, on some hands on your chest and everything, bro. On some looking down, sweating, looking up. Energy gone. Hyperventilating and everything, bro. Finished. Chat. I was disgusted. I was like, yo, bruv. You need a Lucozade or something, dog. Like, you need something for energy, bro. You need a monster. Bro, she's huffing and puffing, bro, like the big bad wolf. She's finished. She's done. She's actually done. Talking about some, you don't have stamina. Do you know how unfit most of these mummies are, though? Do you know how unfit mummies are? Chat. When a mummy can, when a girl has a running animation, that's not easy. I'm surprised. Most girls have terrible running animations, let alone, bruh, running is not within the skill tree of a chick, bruh. I'm gonna just keep it a buck.
Oh, give me a good example of stamina.
I'm still debating, so I don't know.
So why did you say that? Liar.
But honestly, I feel like it depends on the type of girl that you have, right? We have terms, bo pillow princess, bo what is what, right? If you're gonna be with a pillow princess, duh, you're gonna put in the work. She's literally called a pillow princess. She's just gonna lay there.
I'm taking it.
Like, bro, hello. And even when you're putting the work, are you putting the work that you're
About
supposed
the body
to?
count.
Or you're just doing it for your own self-pleasure? Is the woman getting the pleasure even though you're putting the work? Huh?
My thing I don't understand is now, how can you be a pillow princess at like 50 bodies? Like, come on.
Are you doing it the way she wants or the way you want
Let me ask you a
to be
realistic
done?
question. Let's say all of you were guys. Nah. So yeah, let's say you switched roles and you met a girl and she told you her body count was 50. Compared to the way you are now, if you meet a guy, he's like, okay, let's not say 50. Let's say a girl says my body count is 10. Even a guy says my body count is 10. If you're a girl, you won't like think much of the guy. You would say, okay, just like smashing. But the girl, you'll be like, yo, you've been around,
Okay.
man. Yo.
You hit
Yes,
it
yes.
right on the butt. Yes,
Yes. You're gonna meet someone here.
All right. The fundamental issue here that these people don't understand is that bro, we're very different. Listen, if my girl says to me, or if any chick I approach says to me, yo, listen, I only want to deal with a guy that can take care of me. You know, if she gets pregnant, she wants me to be able to take care of her. That's fine. But I'm only willing to take care of a girl like that if your body count is like 3 going down. That's fair. That's called a contract. That's called negotiation, chat. We negotiated. We came to an understanding. That's what it is. That's just what it is. You have what I want. I have what you want. Let's pull it together. Let's just pull it together. That's what it is, chat. I'm gonna be real. Honestly speaking, if you on some, if you have 10 bodies, I gotta have 10 bodies. I'm allowed to have 10 bodies because you have 10 bodies. And I say no, I don't believe in that. But we're not gonna get anywhere. Honestly speaking, just because I have this doesn't mean you must have that. Like, it's not a tit for tat. It's not like an equal thing. Like, bro, I'm not gonna accept it if my girl is like, we make the same amount of money, so I don't have to cook, you have to cook. Or we have to cook on separate days. I'll be like, lady, no, you're going to cook for me. At least 5 days of the week, I don't care.